Welcome, everyone, to the live. As you're coming in the room, say hello. And of course, as you're watching that replay, let me know you're here, hashtag replay, and just play along in the chat. Let me know how this meditation and the guided breath work that you're about to learn, that we're about to do together, has affected you. So, the first thing, let's normalize fear of speaking. Anytime we have a big message to deliver to the world, anytime we are wanting to share our vision or our mission, whether that's at work, whether that's on stage, a podcast, inside of your business, on social media content, or even at home, having those difficult conversations with your family. Whenever there is a big amount of energy that we're holding for excitement or anticipation of that moment, the job really is to surrender into it. And that's what allows your nervous system to integrate it. So, in other words, a lot of the fear that we experience for public speaking is an anticipation of it. And also during the talk itself, it can be very scary. But once you learn how to hold or make space inside of your body, like the perception of space inside of your body, you can hold steady those big, scary feelings. And what happens is that you learn that they don't crumble you, they don't crush you, they don't kill you, you survive it. But most of us don't get to that point where we learn that we survive it and that we actually do great jobs. We actually just let the fear take over and then we repeat. Every time I speak about what I love or speak to a big audience, I'm nervous. Every time I speak to a big audience, I'm nervous. Every time I go to speak up at work, I'm nervous. When we get an opportunity here to rewrite that story. So, what I want to introduce to you tonight and guide you is on a journey to undo the script of the habitual thinking that we have in place, where when you go to speak at any time in the future, it's going to be scary because it was scary in the past. And in its place, we get to expand into new possibility. And the new possibility is filled with you speaking eloquently and with flow and with confidence and grace, and being able to focus on that new future and living it right now in the present body through breath work and through feeling and elevation of feeling and emotion. We begin to train the brain that that new reality of you speaking confidently with little to no fear, or getting through the fear and killing it and having a wonderful talk, is the new reality. So, the way you do that, the way you replace old scripts that are no longer serving you and replace them with the new hardware, the new software, the new thinking, the new program, is by doing what we're doing tonight together: meditating, visualizing, and using breath work to guide that process. So tonight I want to teach you a practical tip first, and then I'm going to gift you and guide you an experience tonight, okay? And no worries if you've never meditated before, no worries if you have never done breath work before. It is simple. And I'm going to guide you. So if you're willing to learn, you're in the right spot. If you want to get over fear of public speaking and be able to articulate your message in any situation with flow and just feel like, man, I actually know what I'm saying, and my intelligence and passion that's inside of me comes out my mouth now, just like I thought it would, just like I knew it would. And then seeing other people around you become excited and inspired and lit up by what you're saying, then you are in the right spot. And guess what? I really want to give you hope right now that it gets better, it gets easier. You probably know my story. If not, let me share just real quick with you. I was medicated once for public speaking. I had beta blockers in my purse, just 10 milligrams, but it was enough to take the edge off because in high pressure moments, I had no skills. I was always pedestaling the fear and pedestaling the importance of that one singular moment, which really, on a deeper psychological level, was a really egoic move, right? Like it was so important that I do so well. When really I had to think about other people and serving them, which allowed me to drop into my heart and change my relationship to fear so that I just started looking at it as normal data. So, by the way, I just put out a video yesterday on this exact topic. So, if you want to reframe your relationship to fear and you want some practical skills on how to do that, the psychology of it, then find that video. I might be able to put it here when I upload this, but if not, just go back one video and there it is. Tonight, I want to teach you the skills that you can do at home on your own as well throughout the day and every day. So that, remember, this is the goal. This is why having a home practice is so important. We want to create new possibilities inside of our mind because whatever you think repetitively becomes your belief system. Your beliefs have emotions attached to them, and your emotions affect your behavior and how you show up, right? So, if up until this point you've always dreaded speaking and you've only ever felt fear and really unpleasant emotions, that is what you're always going to experience for public speaking. But you have a chance tonight to rewrite that script, to write a new story, to be the director of your life and say, I don't want it to be like that anymore. And I want to create a new thought followed by new emotions that create new behaviors and beliefs in my body. And that's exactly what we're going to do tonight. Now, by no means is it one and done. So tonight is not going to cure you. This is a practice that is meant to be done back to back for at least 2 to 3 weeks. Within that time frame, probably more shorter than longer, you are going to start to feel and believe that you are a great magnetic communicator and that what's inside of you, your genius, your talent, your skill, is now easily flowing out the sacred gate or the throat chakra into the world, creating wealth, impact, inspiration, and connections in your life. So let's get into it, guys. Okay. So if you're excited, put a excited, I'm excited in the chat. And I can't wait to dive in. So, first thing, the practical skill to do just moments before you're about to get on stage or moments before you're about to go live. This is a breath work tool that's going to help you control or stop temporarily the rapid out of control thoughts, or sometimes we would call the monkey mind, right? It's just this monkey in a cage going crazy, doing all types of things, reaping havoc everywhere. So, with the breath, the ancient yogis taught us this. Your thoughts are attached to your breathing. Your thoughts, the mental fluctuations are attached to your breath. If you are breathing very quickly because you're nervous, you are actually going to be having thoughts that are equivalent to stress. Whereas if you're breathing very deep, very relaxed, long breaths, you're probably in a relaxed state. And so your mind reflects that. You're going to be more relaxed, let stuff go, right? Now, if you hold your breath, then what happens? What do you think? You also stop or hold or pause your thoughts. So we're going to do that right now so you can experience it. In the yogic world, so I taught yoga for 25 years, guys. You're in really good hands here with breath work. But in the yogic world, in the yogic tradition, this is called kumbhaka. That's the Sanskrit. Kumbhaka means breath retention, and it's used to accelerate the rate of energy as it moves up the body and through your energy centers. But it's also used as a tool to still the mind because it turns out when you hold your breath, you can't think. So let's try it together. We're going to try tonight just holding the breath on the inhale. You can hold your breath on the exhale, but that's a more advanced practice because we want that breath so quickly. And so the desire to quickly inhale is there and it can cause a little bit of anxiety, but don't avoid that. right? It's important to learn how to do that on the exhale and watch the desire to breathe come up and not respond. And then, it's how we build resilience. So, we're going to take it easy tonight. And this is all about relaxation. So, we're going to be focusing on holding the breath after your inhale. And what I want you to do is just notice how it's impossible to think. And then when you go to breathe, notice how the thoughts come back. Okay. So try it with me. Just sit up tall, relax your shoulders back and down, soften your belly. Take a couple natural breaths in and out. Good. And then we'll begin here. So inhale fully, deeply. Hold the breath at the top for 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Again, inhale deeply, slowly fill the lower portion of your lungs. Get as much breath in as possible. And now we'll hold to 4, 4, 3, and exhale slowly. And this time we're going to hold the 5, but I won't count out loud. So you'll just be in silence and notice the stillness in your mind. If you're getting dizzy, just do it another time after me. Okay, you don't have to do it back to back. And inhale. Deep breath, pull it up, get as much in as possible. Take another sip in at the top. Hold and release. Did you notice anything? Did you feel that? You feel this pause in the thought. Let's do it one more time just to make sure. And I want you to just hold to like 10 or 12 heartbeats. Okay. If you get dizzy, exhale and do your natural breathing. Okay. This is something we can work up to over time. Again, take a deep breath in when you're ready. Hold at the top, close your eyes. Witness the lack of thoughts. And exhale, release slowly when you're ready. And allow your eyes to open. And notice how you feel. How do you feel? What has changed? Do you feel heat, coolness, expansion? Do you feel lighter? Tell me in the comments. What do you feel and where do you feel it? In that exercise in of itself, we're starting to practice the embodiment, listening to our body and noting it. So that's a tip you can do right before you go on stage or before you go live, because it centers us, right? It's the mind is like, what are we doing? Why aren't we breathing? So now let's take a little bit of a journey. All right. So the two things we're going to do here is we're going to visualize the future, calmly speaking. I'm going to guide you, eloquently speaking, and then we're going to feel the emotions of it. Okay. And I highly recommend having journal and pen too for this one so that you can journal it down and put it in the comments underneath. I would love to read what your experience is like. I geek out over people's energetic experiences. Okay. So we're going to begin with some breath work this time. Again, a different style. We're going to raise energy. So you're going to inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. If that's too fast, you can go slower. It's common to get dizzy. You have to build up a tolerance for this over time. So if you get dizzy, just stop. This is saturating. Keep going. This is saturating your blood with oxygen. So it's going to give us a beautiful euphoric feeling while raising energy. This is important. We want to move from matter to energy, right? We want to increase energy through breath work. Fear is a lower stagnant energy. It's really attached to the physical world, but breath and high amounts of energy is linked to possibility. We'll take 3, 2, and 1, and inhale all the way again. Hold at the top. Exhale, release slowly. Keep your eyes closed. Drop yourself right into a situation that normally induces fear. Are you speaking in front of a small group, a large group? Are you speaking on a stage? And all we're doing is witnessing and noticing sensations in your body. We're not judging. Be gentle with yourself. And as you're standing there, experiencing everyone's eyes on you, maybe you can feel the light on your face. It's making your skin warm. And now paint the new picture of how it's going to be. How are you standing? What are you wearing? How does it feel to be speaking? List them out in your mind as you're visualizing yourself right in the moment. Remember, your brain does not know the difference between what you're actually experiencing in this reality versus what you're visualizing. It activates the same neurological pathways. So, according to your brain, you are really living this experience right now. So, get detailed. What are you wearing? How's your hairstyle? What are you wearing for shoes? How many people are in the audience? That's it. Good. Keep going. And then start to notice yourself talking, and maybe you can even hear yourself speaking and how fluid and calm you are. Notice how confident your voice is sounding and you feel it. And now begin to feel the emotions right now that you would feel then. So, ahead of the experience in our 3D world, feel the emotions right now as if you were confidently speaking to a group of people. How would you feel? Is it going really well? You might feel really in awe of your ability to communicate. Feel that awe now. You might start to feel very excited and happy. Then feel that excitement and feel that happiness right now. That's it. Keep going. Make your heart feel it. Make your whole body feel it. Are you noticing people's faces light up? Are you feeling that you're connecting with them? And how does that make your body feel right now? Come on, keep feeling it. Keep going. Keep making the emotions pop online. Dig deep for them. We have to train our body to start to feel ahead of the actual experience. To keep visualizing. Maybe you're moving around left and walking to the right. Did you hand out a pamphlet? Is there some sort of someone raising their hand and asking a question? How does it feel to get a question and a comment? And now step further into this life as a great, magnetic, eloquent communicator who has overcome the fear. What else are you doing? Did it lead to that job promotion? Did it lead to a new car? Do you see yourself on stage again? Do you see yourself starting your podcast? Has that led to a deep belief in yourself that now you're working out again? Maybe you're training for a half marathon because all of this has just spilled into you showing up so powerfully in your life. The volume has been turned all the way up. Keep feeling, keep seeing it. I'm going to hold us in silence just a little longer. Just keep allowing this movie to play out in your mind's eye and evoke the feelings as if it was happening right now. If the mind drifts off, bring it back. Stay present, stay disciplined. See if you can now evoke a feeling of deep gratitude for everything you just saw. Gratitude and appreciation, and place a hand on your heart, blessing your body, giving thanks to your body for going through this experience. Blessing and giving thanks to your energy for sustaining that big feeling, no matter how it turned out. Gratitude is the ultimate frequency of receivership. So, whatever you broadcast out in your mind gets to be drawn back into you through the frequency of the heart and specifically the energy of gratitude. So, can you be grateful right now? Can you be so grateful for what is happening? Because what you just saw is on its way to you. How does that make you feel knowing that that is now reality and it's going to be working out and it's going to be happening? It's here now. Giving thanks to your fire in your spirit, gratitude and blessings and love to your mind. And when you're ready, allowing your eyes to softly open. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Was that incredible or what? And that was just a quick guided practice. That's all it takes. There are longer sessions that you can get into down the road. And if you join the upcoming membership that's opening up, you will get plenty of experiences every single month to dive into that type of meditation. If you want to go longer, you can. But this is your new life. You have just put the order in with the universe and you felt the emotions which bring it back in. Right. So Dr. Joe Dispenza talks a lot about this, and this meditation was loosely related to his, but he always says that the thought sends a signal out and the feeling or frequency of gratitude draws it back to you. And that's the piece everyone's always missing, because you can think all day long, I'm going to be confident, I'm going to do a great job speaking, I'm going to be a great speaker, I'm going to be awesome on stage, I'm going to lead with my voice. You can think that all you want, but it doesn't do any good unless you have the emotion attached to it. Emotion creates a new environment in your body of chemicals. Emotions are chemicals. And depending on what the chemicals are, they create a new reaction in the brain. Your neurons will start to wire together depending on the chemicals, depending on the hormones, depending on the emotions. And if you're really excited about something, and if you're really in a state of gratitude, your brain is paying attention to that. And it's rewiring new circuits for that new reality. And when the circuits are formed through repetition of what we just did, putting the signal out there and drawing it back in with emotion, as that gets easier and easier for you, we close that gap between where you are now and the new reality of possibility. And now all of a sudden, they're linked. And you can't tell where the current you is and the new you begins. And this is where we start to create endless possibilities in our life. So, by using the breath work that I taught you, using that visualization, and using the emotional peak state and repeating this throughout the week, every single day, In the matter of 2 weeks tops, you're going to start to feel and notice that you're speaking up more at work. You're going to notice that you're communicating with less hesitancy in your voice. You're going to notice you're going live more, making content. It just starts to unfold. So, welcome to the new path, guys. Welcome to your new life. Let me know how you're feeling in the comments, especially you guys watching that replay. I'm so thankful you're here with me tonight. And don't forget, guys, I go live the first and third Tuesday of every single month. So make sure that you get those notifications. Hit that bell on my page. You know how this works so that you don't miss anything. Okay. And also, guys, coming up, I'm going to be having a masterclass that I want you to join me in. There's a limited number of seats and an exclusive pricing right now. I'm going to be coming in here with some details soon. So check the notes below this for links to join the 5 codes masterclass. This is all about the 5 different vocal archetypes and how to access them to speak, to create wealth and opportunity in your life. And I can't wait to see you in the room. Thanks, guys, so much. I will see you soon. Have a beautiful, blessed night.